It's funny that there's always a debate which one is more expensive, electricians or plumbers. But actually, it's locksmiths. They're the most expensive. At least plumbers got a heart. Let me show you how to change a barrel lock, because you're going to save yourself a lot of money. So we've got to change the handle on this door. Now this is an aluminium door, but it doesn't matter aluminium, composite, wood or uPVC. Your barrel locks are pretty much standard. There are a lot of different types of barrel locks and all of them have got a different measurement. And a lot of people find it really hard to figure out which lock to buy. But I'm going to show you today, because I'm not a heartless locksmith. So the very first thing to do is to release that screw, because that's what's holding your barrel lock. Now you don't need a cordless for this. You can do it, just a Phillips screwdriver. Now you'll find your lock will not come off, but you got to twist your key slightly so that the pivot in the middle is nice and center for it to come out, just like that. So as you can see, when your key is inserted, that pivot is slightly off center, so you won't be able to pull it out. But if you turn that key slightly, the pivot centers itself and then the lock can pull out. Now let me just say that you do not need to take the handle off the door in order to get your lock out. And that's the reason I didn't show you me taking the handle off. So it's pretty easy. So far so good. You've saved yourself the cost of a call out. Now that you got the barrel lock, you need to figure out what size you need. And it's pretty simple. If you look right dead center of your pivot, there's a screw hole. That's where that screw goes into, just like that. And that's what holds your lock onto your door frame. So what you want to do is not measure the overall lock, but you're going to measure from the center of that hole to either side. So this one is 35, 55. So when you go and ask for a barrel lock, you ask for 55, 35. So whatever that measurement is on that side and that measurement on that side, that is the lock you want. Now, when you are installing one of these locks on the front door, always ask for anti-snap lock. And we'll come to that in a minute. And secondly, always ask for thumb turn on the inside. And this is the important part. When you take the lock out of your door, always remove it from the inside of your door, not from the outside. And make sure you take a note of which part of the lock actually goes towards the outside. So you want the thumb turn on the 35mm section, not on the 55mm. And the reason why you want that thumb turn on the inside is for fire safety. If there's a fire in your property and you can't find the keys, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're all stressed and just want to get out, you cannot locate your keys. You go to the door and you open it through the thumb lock. So then you don't have to worry where you put your keys down. So always put a thumb turn lock on your front door. And if you've got a back door and that has got a barrel lock, do the same with that one as well. Now the anti-snap, if you look there, there's only millimeters of metal in between that hole there. And it's so easy to snap that lock off whilst it's in the door. So always ask for anti-snap barrel lock and go for a brand that's recognized in the UK. Let me try and show you here. So see that pivot is slightly off center and your lock will not go in. So just turn your key slightly until you center that pivot. You look through that hole until you locate the hole of the barrel lock. You insert your grub screw and always start it off by hand, like that. And then you can just use a hand screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, and just tighten the lock nicely. And that's your lock inserted. So if you follow these steps and you manage to go out and buy yourself a barrel lock, which is the right size, then that barrel lock should be nice and flush to the front of your handle on either side. And if that's the case, then congratulations, because you've just saved yourself some money and you've learned how to change a barrel lock. So I do hope you enjoy videos like this, and please leave me a comment down below if there's any videos you like me to make, stuff that you don't know and you need some advice on. I'll gladly do a video for you if I can. And if you want to see more of these videos, then hit the like button and subscribe, because it just encourages me to make more videos for you.